Right, hey team. So if you're watching this back on YouTube or our members area, you're going to need a set of light hand weights. I've got some 2 kilos here. If you don't have hand weights, grab a couple of cans out of your pantry and that'll work perfectly enough. So yeah, go and pause and grab them if you need to. And then once you're ready, we'll set up on hands and knees and start with a little warm up. So we'll start with cat-cow. Press forward, really curl through the spine. And then scoop the belly. Get that stretch through the lower back. Try and inhale as you press away. And then exhale as you scoop. Inhale, press. Exhale to scoop. Pretty excited about today's session. We're going to do lots of arms and abs. So it's super fun. Right. And then we're going to walk your knees back a little bit. So we're in a bit of a push-up position. We're going to do just a gentle push-up and then shift your hips back all the way into a child's pose. So we get that full spine stretch and then come forwards into that push-up, keeping the elbows tucked in. Pelvis tucked under, belly button away from the mat when you do that push-up. And feel free to spend a few extra seconds in your child's pose if you'd like to. Beautiful. One more here. And then come back to all fours, knees below your hips. You're going to take one hand, open it all the way up to the roof, and then thread that hand through the gap in your body, bringing your head towards the mat. Open it all the way up, and scoop. Each time you rotate, you want to try and rotate a little bit further so you get that beautiful stretch in the back. Two. And one. Beautiful. And then other side. Through and lift. A little further each time. And try not to move your hips too much so that you are just isolating through that move back. Awesome. 3. 2. 1. Awesome. All right, tuck your toes under. We're going to lift your hips up into a down dog, keeping these bent as much as we need to. And then from here, we're going to push through the toes, tuck your pelvis under and curl through every vertebrae to come to plank. Push the floor away and then go back to down dog, chest towards your toes. And then curl, starting from the pelvis and back into down dog. Beautiful spinal rolls. Push the floor away through the arms so you really feel that open you up. Awesome. One more here. Beautiful. And then lower yourself down onto your stomach. Bring your arms by your side at a right angle. Elbows in line with the shoulders. And then pick one leg up, twist over the back of your body so that you're pressing your forearm and elbow into the floor, opening up that chest and shoulder area. Move side to side. Beautiful. One more each side. Awesome. Beautiful. All right. And then come to kneeling. We'll just finish off with some nice shoulder rolls towards the back, going through your full range of motion. And then to the front, which feels a little weird and awkward. Fabulous. All right. Let's jump into our first sequence. So we're going to start by sitting on our booty. Bring your hands behind you and you want your fingers pointing towards your hips. And we're going to do a tricep roll down. So basically, we're going to start to bend at the elbows, drive your elbows down towards the floor. Just before you touch the floor, you're going to push through the heels of your palms and then lift yourself up. So just going to warm up those triceps and arms a little bit. So just keep rolling down. Keep your ribs pressed down. So it's got a little scoop shape through your spine. And roll down nice and slow. Do a little pause at the bottom and push back up. Just switching on those triceps. Always think about your elbows driving backwards directly. Awesome. 3, 2. And on this last one, we're going to pause at the bottom and we're just going to do little half pushes. So we're just pushing ourselves up a tiny bit through the heels of the palm and then going back down. So we're not going all the way. Ooh, and you'll feel that start to burn pretty quickly. Keep the elbows driving back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Keep your hands where they are. Spread your fingers nice and wide. You're going to lift our hips up as high as you can, but I want you to keep your ribs pressing down. Push your hands through the floor so your shoulders are back. Keeping our core engaged, we're slowly going to lift one leg and then bring it back down. Lift the other and then back down. This is feeling quite challenging. Just drop your hips a little bit. That'll lessen the load on your arms. But otherwise, keep that pelvis tucked under. Press the floor away. Feel those arms heat up. Breathe through it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing. Give those arms a little shake out, wrists a little curl if you need. And then we're going to grab our hand weights and set up on high knees. So when we're in this kneeling position, we want to make sure we're not sinking through the lower back. So tuck that pelvis under, squeeze your butt. We're going to go palms facing forward, draw a big circle around your head, tap the dumbbells together, and we're going super slow on the way down. So we're going to go quick on the way up, and then take about 3 or 4 seconds to get back down. Beautiful. Coming up. Nice and slow. Beautiful. Power up. And control. Beautiful. 3, 2. All right, this one's going to burn. 1. Now we're going to stop halfway, keep one arm up, and we're just going to do a lat raise on one side. Ooh, good stuff. That's feeling really challenging. Just bend your arm a little bit, bring it a little bit closer to you. The further away, the harder it's going to be. 3, 2, keep that core nice and tight. 1, swap sides, so hold the other one up. Oh my God, feel the burn. Maybe you can shorten your arm to make it a little bit easier. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Nice. All right, pop those off to the side for now. And we're going to go back to our tricep roll down. So back on your booty. We're going to add a few extra things in this round. So hands behind you, fingers pointing towards your hips. And then shoulders back, elbows roll towards the mat. Hold there for 2 counts this time. And then push through the heels of the palm. Down nice and slow. Hold for 2 at the bottom. And push. Nice and control. And push. Elbows driving back. And try and avoid collapsing through the chest like this. We want our boobs up. Boobs to the sky, guys. 2-second hold and press. Awesome. 3, 2, 1. All right, go back down to the bottom. We're doing our bottom half rep. So up and down. Push through the palms. Drive the elbows back. You might need to scoot your butt forward a little bit more for this one. Up and down. Whew. Good stuff, guys. Keep those shoulders back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. All right, spread your fingers nice and wide. Lift those hips up. Keep the pelvis tucked under. And into those single leg lift. Keep your knee bent, hips up, push through the floor, shoulders back. Awesome. If you want to make this more challenging, you can take opposite hand to tap your toes. And then the other side. Lots of stability needed here. Otherwise, just stay with those leg lifts. Doing well. Woo, nearly fell. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Shake out those arms. Woo. And grab your hand weights coming up to high knees. All right, palms forward, starting with around the world. Those weights feeling a little heavier this round. Awesome. Keep that pelvis tucked under. Squeeze your butt. We want a nice straight line from our shoulders through the hips to the knees. Super slow on the way down. All right, we're going to add a little halfway pause for this one. Pause. You're going to twist your hands down and up 3 times. And then go back up so we're not going down. Pause halfway. Rotate. Woo, 3 times. And up. Nice. Rotate. Remember, a little bend in the elbows means it's not going to be as challenging. Woo, 2 more here. Keep your shoulders back, chest proud. The last one. Rotate. And back up to finish. Awesome. Bring your arms by your side. Give your arms a little jiggle. And then one arm out to the side. Single arm raise on the other arm. Doing amazing, guys. 3, 2, 1. Other side. Oh my God. We got it. Push through the burn. Breathe through it. 3, 2, 1. Woo. Awesome. Give those arms a little roll, little jiggle. All right, and we've got one more round of this sequence. We're gonna feel it tomorrow, guys. I can promise you that. All right, hands behind you, fingers to your hips, and let's go. Nice and slow on the way down. Push through the heels and palms to come up. And feel those shoulders this round. Keep your chest proud, shoulders back as you do this one. Awesome. 2. And last one, pausing at the bottom, straight into half reps. So it doesn't do much unless you're actively pushing through the heels of the palm to do the movement. So keep that focus there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Shake out those arms if you need, then spread your fingers nice and wide. Lift the hips up into tabletop and into your single leg march. Keep that pelvis tucked under, chest proud, shoulders back. And then if you would like to up the ante, opposite hand towards your foot. Don't actually have to tap it, but if the intention's there, that's fabulous. Breathe through it. Woo! Keep that chest proud. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice, guys. All right, grab those weights around the world. Tuck that pelvis under, palms facing forwards, and draw that big circle. Nice. Super controlled on the way down. We're not going to let the arms just fall. On the way down is the best part. Keep that chest proud, but pelvis tucked under. We're going to do 2 more full ones, and then we'll add those rotations in. All right, last full one. Awesome. All right. Now we're going to stop halfway. 3 rotations. 2, 1, and back to the top. Ooh, yeah. 3, 2, 1, and up. We won't be here for long, guys. You got it. Push through the burn. That's why we're here. Oh, yeah, nice. 2 more of these ones. And up, beautiful. Last one. And up. Nice. Bring those arms by your side. Keep your shoulders a little roll. And then one arm up, the other one raises. Woo. Got it. 3, 2, 1. Other side. Oh my God. Let's go. Woo. Push through. 2, 1. The burn. All right, guys. Coming to a nice wide leg child's pose. Now we're going to take your right hand, feed it through your left armpit, and then twist your shoulder up to the roof. Keep reaching with both hands, get that beautiful stretch. And then swap sides. So left hand through the right and twist the shoulder up. Beautiful. All right, have a quick drink if you need to. And then we're going to hop into our bit of an ab sequence, but don't worry, we've still got some arms in there, so never fear. All right, now our first exercise is a roll down. So we're going to start with our legs out straight. Weights are optional, so you can pop them down at any moment if you need. Otherwise, we're going to press our arms straight up to the side, and we're doing a roll down. So think about tucking your pelvis under, pressing your ribs to your hips, and we're going to go super slow And then when our shoulders touch the floor, we're going to come back up. If you need to trap your feet underneath like a couch nearby or something like that, please do. Or even just squeeze something heavy in between your legs. But the most important part here is the down phase. So even if you can't do a full sit-up, that's all right. Just use your hands to get back up. We're focusing on that roll down. 3. And press up. 2. Ooh, and 1. Awesome. Finish at the top. Beautiful. All right, our next one, we're going to bring a slight bend in our knees, heels planting into the floor. Now with this one, the further back you lean, the harder it's going to be. So it's up to you how challenging you want it to be. We can do weights in your hands or no weights, and then we're going to lift one leg, bring that weight or hand towards the leg, and then other side. So jumping in wherever you would like to. So we get a little twist as we reach, and we lift that leg up, tuck the knee in. Nice. This is a bit challenging on your hips. You can absolutely do a tabletop version, reaching towards those toes, getting the shoulder off the floor. Beautiful. 3, 2, 1. Nice. All right, for this one, you can keep your legs at your chest or drop them by your side. Keeping them at your chest is going to be really challenging though if I actually think about it. Otherwise, hands are going to come behind you and we're going to do wipers. So we're going to take our legs off to one side, straighten them out, rotate to the other side and straighten. So I'll face you guys so you can see. Twist to one side, straighten. Twist to the other side and straighten. This is a bit challenging. You can go onto your back or your elbows. And you can also just do a single leg. So whichever is the outside leg, you can press that out as well. So whatever level you're working at, keep your ribs pressing down, your belly button in, and just keep on going. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. All right, now we are going to come onto our back into a tabletop position. So this is where we have our pelvis tucked under, knees on top of the hips, and shins are parallel to the roof. So we don't want to be allowing our feet to drop down. Then we're going to grab our hand weights and press them straight up to the side. If you're feeling pressure through the lower back, just keep your feet planted the whole way through. But in this position, we want our shoulders off the floor, reaching towards the sky. And then from here, we're just going to start to alternate our arms, tap the elbow on the floor and press back up. So through this, we're tensing our abs the whole way, trying not to move our body as our arms do the movement. So it's not so much about holding the weights or working our chest with this press. It's all about that core stability. If you want an extra challenge, straighten the legs, and that's going to be way harder. Keep pressing. Go, go, go. Awesome. All right, keep your abs exactly where they are. Then we're going to keep our arms straight. Bend the elbows, bring those weights towards your head in a little tricep extension. So even harder to keep the core tight. If you need to drop the feet to stop it loading through your back, then please do. We don't want to feel this through the lower back. Or if your neck is straining, you can just have a little breather and then come back into it. Awesome. Beautiful. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Drop those weights, hug your knees into your chest, and just draw some little circles. Nice team. All right, let's set up for our ab roll down. Back to the top, grab a quick drink of the knees. So weights or no weights, arms are up to the sky. Tuck the pelvis under, press your ribs down, control all the way, and then push yourself back up. Control, super slow on the way down, and back up. Keep your arms towards the sky the whole way through. So we don't want to use the arms or the weight as momentum to get up. You want to keep that tension in the upper abs the whole way through. Beautiful. 3 more here, guys. Beautiful. 2 super slow ribs pressing down. And the last one, finishing at the top. Amazing. All right, set up that bend in your knees, feet, heels pressing into the floor. Either your arms or your weights up to the sky, and then we're bringing that down towards our toe. Make sure you don't smack your big toe with your weights because that'll hurt. All about control. Awesome. Keep those ribs pressing down. Feel that tension in the core. Awesome, team. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Weights off to the side. Getting ready for our wipers. So either on your hands and hips or elbows and hips. Rotate to one side. Straighten out. Rotate to the other. And I'll run through each option. So you can go on forearms. You can also just do one leg straightening out if it's feeling like it's too much. That will also still target those abs. Good stuff. Keep it going, guys. Three, 2, 1. Ooh, nice. All right, lying on your back, setting up in tabletop. Grab those weights. Tuck your pelvis under. Legs up if you're doing this version. Shoulders off the floor wherever you're at. Press those arms up to the sky and then coming down. Keep the ribs pressing down, chin tucked in. Imagine you're holding a peach underneath your chin. You can up the pace if you wanted to make it more challenging or slow it down if you need to. Good. Keep those legs strong, ribs down. 3, 2, 1. All right, arms up to the sky, keep the shoulders off and doing those tricep extensions. So bend at the elbow, bring the weights towards your head. Whoo, feel that ab burn, guys. You got it. Press the ribs down. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Hug those knees in. Draw some little circles. One way, and then the other. All right. We've got one last little sequence to do. We don't need those hand weights anymore, so you can push them off to the side. We're going to pair these 2 exercises. We'll do a few rounds through and then we'll be done for the day. But these might be the hardest ones. especially after that whole program. All right, exercise 1, we're going to set up in a high plank position. So tuck the toes under, press the floor away. And then we're going to lift the hips, reach towards your toes, come back to that plank, but don't let your back sit down. Reach towards the opposite leg and then come back forward. So our main focus here is tucking that pelvis under. If high plank on your hands and toes is too much, you can drop to your knees and just do shoulder taps instead of the plank toe tap. So wherever you're at, keeping the pelvis tucked under, drawing the belly button in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, next up we're going into a yogi push-up. So eyes on me to start. We start in a downward dog, and then we tuck our elbows in and sweep your body through until you get into either onto your knees or in a little back bend. And then we go back to that down dog. Elbows tucked towards the floor, sweep through, and then get up however you need to. So we're scooping our head towards the floor. This is too much for you, just go into tricep push-ups. Works the same muscles, just not as much loading on the core. Nice team. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Have a little seat, give your wrists some love before we go into that again. Ooh. All right, set up in our high plank and into those toe taps. Don't come down too quickly. I want you to make sure you are activating those abs, tucking the pelvis under, keeping your spine nice and stable, and always pressing through the floor with your hands when you're in this position. Nice team. 3, 2, 1. All right, yogi push-up or tricep push-up. Let's go. Squeeze through. Nice team. Tuck the elbows down. Doesn't matter how much they bend or how low you get, as long as you're feeling the challenge in those arms to keep you up, then that's good. That's what we want. 2 more of this. And last one here. All right, nice. Once you're there, come onto your belly. Bring your arms out in a straight T shape instead of the right angle like we did earlier. We're going to go back into those scorpions. Feel free to kind of stay on one side for a few breaths if you're feeling extra tight. You can also play with the angle, so instead of being straight out, you can go slightly above or slightly below the shoulders. You might find one of those is a little tighter for you. One more. Beautiful. All right, and then hands by your chest. We're going to push ourselves up into a back bend, but only go up as high as you're able to kind of keep your body active. We don't want to sink into a big back bend. And then from here, we're going to bend one elbow, twist your shoulder towards the floor. You should feel a nice stretch through the front of that shoulder. Going side to side. Right, push back into a child's pose. Reach those arms forward, forehead to the floor. Really let your chest sink down. And then take both hands over to the left side. You get a nice deep side stretch here. And then over to the right. Beautiful. Sweep your legs out in front of you. Bring your hands behind you with your fingers pointing away. Then we're going to pull our shoulders back, lift the chest, just as much as you're able to feel a big chest stretch. And then if you like, you can add a little head tilt either side, just to stretch through the neck as well. Keep pushing the chest forward. Awesome. And then do whatever you like with your legs. Clasp your hands together. We're going to press them away from us. Pull your shoulder blades apart. Really round out through the upper back. Push, push, push away for that beautiful stretch. And then relax and finish off with some shoulder roll. To the back. To the front. All right, that is us done. Thanks so much for joining me today, team. Hope you enjoyed that little arm burn.